Now, I know I'm throwing a lot at you at this slide, but hopefully it's not too chaotic. So this one's all focusing on Ain't I a Woman? Okay? So Ain't I a Woman is the name of the speech that we are going to be reading together tomorrow on Wednesday. Okay, it was given at the 1851 Women's Convention in Akron, Ohio. She went there to give a speech that mainly talked about the inequality between white women and black women and women against men. Okay, so speaking largely in this big umbrella of men versus women, but then within that, white women versus black women, because again, they were willing to let so if white men are up here, they were willing to let white women come to like here, but black women still had to be down here. And Sojourner Truth was like, that's not fair. Ain't I a woman? Ain't I doing the same things, working harder than most white women? And so she's fighting for that in Ain't I a Woman. It's a really powerful, beautiful speech that she gives. So in that top right or top left-hand corner there, you see just three vocab words that are a little bit, outdated. And so I wanted to make sure that you had some quick vocab lesson right there. Okay, hopefully this isn't too busy for you. So twixt is actually kind of slang or shortened from betwixt, and that is an old word for between. So when you see that come up in the speech, it just means between. Racket is a loud, unpleasant noise. You've probably heard that, like there's a whole lot of racket in here. It's just a very loud, ugly noise. I'm not talking about a tennis racket. Kilter is out of balance. So when you're off kilter, it's out of harmony, it's off balance. Okay. Themes that you're going to see in that top right-hand corner are inequality. Okay, men have more rights than women. Division, white women are treated better than black women. So again, here we have the umbrella. You have men versus women, and then under this little mini umbrella, you have white women versus black women, and that's causing a lot of friction. And then lastly, you have that feeling of strength. Even though she feels wronged, and even though she knows what's going on in society is terribly unjust, she still has that feeling of strength, like, don't think that I'm going to give up on this one. I'm going to keep fighting you until I get what I deserve and until all of us get what we deserve. Then in the bottom right-hand corner, you have emotions here. I tried to be kind of fancy and give you some emojis since you cool cats do that. So the emotions, I have the heart there that's kind of beating, right? Because she's a lot of heart and soul in what she's doing that's making her feel very alive and very, like she has a purpose in life. It's also kind of sad. It makes you kind of angry to think that this was what people had to face, And then there I put a little link there because it's trying to unite and create strength between women in order to rise up and get the same amount of rights that men have. I put a little tea in the bottom because she is spilling that tea about what's going on in society, and you kind of get like that, ooh, girl, you sassy. I like that. Then you have the kind of like, this is actually for the women's rights. They kind of have the fist that's like up in the air, and so I wanted to put that because it's like uniting females and uniting women to stand together. And then lastly, I put those glasses because it's making you feel insightful, like it's making you think and be like, wow, I truly understand what she's saying. This is a really important cause. And then the takeaway here in the bottom right-hand corner is women, regardless of the color of their skin, are strong and deserve to have the same rights as men, and that's it. And the craziest part is that Sojourner Truth was fighting for this through her life from 1797 to 1883, and here we are in 2020, and yes, women do, for the most part, have the same rights as men. However, there are still some inequalities and injustices, and it's really crazy because this has been a long time coming. And as you guys know from Banner's class, women didn't get the right to vote until 1920. 1920, and the women that came after Sojourner Truth were still fighting for those same things, and yet Sojourner Truth was one of the women who started to pave the way for women to feel comfortable speaking up. All right, now let's take a quick look. Oh, I just jumped ahead, didn't I? All right, let me stop and let's go to the next video.